this morning?
He's out tonight.
Anything?
Day to day. Body.
And any updates on Marcus Dudevar? It's been a little bit since we updated on him.
Nudi's still away from the ice there, and I think he's progressing there, but he should be getting close to getting out here.
Looking at the start you guys have had, every game, the first period's been really strong. You've actually outscored like 4-1 in the first period. You scored first in every game. How important have the starts been to your success this season?
I think starts are important to the season, and in hockey games, I think you like to have scoring first is always the purpose. But I think we've been doing things the right way early in games. I think for the most part we've been pretty consistent in our team game. Possession game has been where we want it to be, and I just think that Bob made us in the goaltending has really been one of the probably the biggest reason why the starts have been good.
And nights in the night.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, as a coach, is it tough sometimes to keep guys motivated? You guys just played 5 straight playoff type teams, and now it's Monday night, and it's a team that hasn't won a game. Do you have to kind of, guys don't overlook anybody kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that no matter who your opponent is, you got to be ready to play. You got to be ready to be competitive. You got to make sure you're respectful for your opponent. And I think that's tonight's game. These guys are trying to play fast. They're playing, they got some attack to their game. A simple game, and I think that let's not change anything and be respectful in that regard. That hey, the other team's going to be ready to play, and starting off in the right fashion and be consistent in our whole approach is what we're all about. And there'll be a couple good tests for some different looks there, and some of our units tonight as well.
When you look at the wider picture, you mentioned the goaltending, but even the win, the power play's been better, would you say, of late? Even though you're not racking up big numbers, but you're winning despite having some coaches will tell you don't need a great power play to win. You probably will have a good one.
I think that your power play is going to have stretches where everything goes in, and sometimes nothing happens to it. I think this year it's been. I think it's a work in progress. There's been some moments where we're doing the right things and having not enough quality looks or not enough quality possession time in the offensive zone is probably the one thing that's you could say maybe we're losing a little momentum off our power play. But for the most part, we're seeing progress. When you're in that front, gives that presence and maybe having a little bit more of a shoot mentality, and that maybe gets it score some ugly goals, maybe complementary to what we're trying to do in the power play.
But isn't that a nice thing in a way that you're winning these games?
Well, I mean, everything's different.
Yeah.
Last year, I thought their 5-on-5 game was good. You can look at their Tampa series; that their power play was lethal and could have been the biggest factor.
Take a question from the Zoom. David